No, it's your St. Louis Blues got the 16th pick overall in the draft. They really lost their way to future failures, huh?
The worst case scenario. Like, you might barely make the playoffs next year or barely miss it. I bet you're excited to be there for the next 25 years.
On the East Coast, what do they call it? The system or the method or something?
The process.
Like, man, y'all
the Blues
the book upside down when you read that?
Absolute. This is the only correct hockey prediction I've had in my adult life. Was the beginning of this year where I'm like, the Blues are going to be the last team to miss the playoffs, and they're going to get the 16th overall, like the last possible of the loser picks, and both of those came true. Fucking ridiculous! Like the
Blackfeet get the second overall pick
again because it's a better run organization in the back office. They knew we got to tank, we got to suck.
We're going to rain dance all over your pathetic.
Do you think
little organization
Hurricanes can come back? They're down 2 games in their series.
I think they can. Yeah, I definitely think they can. Like they're a solid team. The Rangers are really good, but Carolina's also really good. So they can definitely come back and win. I hope they do. But that's also a series that, like, if it weren't for you, I wouldn't care either way. But I want my friends' teams to win when they're in. The same reason I pulled for the old Braves before Kyle became so jaded that I'm not dealing with these Brave fellas anymore.
He's been spoiled by the University of Georgia. He's like, if you don't win the whole chip, you're terrible.
That's how I've always felt when we were getting knocked out early by Florida every year. I felt like that. It's first or last when it's college football. I don't care about your fucking Sugar Bowl.
Even in that movie, the remember when he's like, "But Dad, you told me if I'm not first, I'm last." Bobby, that's ridiculous. There's second place, third place, all sorts of places. Like
auto racing. That's auto racing. Where that's
I was drunk, Bobby.
It's true in football too. There's rankings.
It's not true. Who cares
schools. It impacts your recruiting
class. Second, third, or fourth.
Taylor and I are both excited that our teams finished with a rank. That might help us recruit.
Who fucking cares?
Mizzou finished with like a 9 next to their name. Everybody here was like, "We're a fucking real deal team now."
You're gonna be a problem this year. You're gonna be a real problem this year.
Are you?
They're contender. Yes,
Mizzou's good.
Mizzou's gonna be a contender this year. They're gonna be a top 10 team this year. They're gonna upset
when
somebody.
State finishes with a number.
Who do you play? I would be interested in seeing who they play early. Mizzou is the kind of team that could upset like a big name team early in the year for sure. They're going to be a problem.
Let's see.
But it is first or last for me with sports like that because I don't understand how you can enjoy watching your team lose their way to a first round playoff exit. Like who fucking cares? What was the point? What was the point if they can't get in there and get the thing done at least once out every 5 years?
This year, Mizzou's SEC opponents are
there's 30 teams in like a pro sport.
Yeah, and I want to be one of the good ones that wins every 5 years. That's what a good team does.
All right, so I think Mizzou's going to definitely beat Vanderbilt. Texas A&M, I don't know if they're good. Auburn, Alabama, Oklahoma, South Carolina, Mississippi State,
a scary
Arkansas.
Lineup.
Well, the Alabama early is a real fucking.
Auburn is always a question mark. They could beat or lose to anybody. I think of LSU that way also.
Oklahoma is good also.
Oklahoma's always a real team.
That's a rough schedule.
Yeah,
it is.
It's the kind of schedule though that if you win all your games, you'll get a.
Yeah, you're not going to get snubbed. You're not going to get one. You're not going to be like Washington or Oregon.
But wait, isn't it 18
or Hawaii?
It is. That's why we're playing Oklahoma in the SEC because now Oklahoma and Texas are SEC teams, and then the playoffs are expanded, right?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Yeah, I love that it goes to 8 because at 4, you could make a legitimate argument that the team that was 5th, which might have been Georgia last year, could have won the chip. Right? Like the 5th best team, that might have been the best team. It's hard to say. But when you go down to 9th, probably the 9th best team didn't get cheated out of their chance to be a champion. They didn't really have a shot.
We were the 9th best team, and we beat Ohio State in the man, I'm showing I'm really a fake fan. Cotton Bowl, I think. The Cotton Bowl, one of the main ones. They beat Ohio State.
You probably didn't think that you were going to win the whole thing if you were given the opportunity.
No, Mizzou,
but Georgia did,
handled by Alabama.
I felt like we had a very good chance if we were given the opportunity to
as
win
good as anybody's.
Yeah, as good as any. I didn't. No one was going to blow Georgia out, but Georgia might have blown some of them out. Georgia had such an up and down year. Like it seemed like they played up to their competition every time. I'm looking forward to it. I'm glad that I've actually got a good team that I like that does fun things, and I like the winning attitude that the management has. I like when coaches, like 2 years ago when he would 1, 2, fucking 3, we're gonna win 3 in a row, and we didn't win the third one obviously, but it was cool that he went into it with that attitude that like, we're not settling for 2 championships in a row. I want a fucking third. And then I heard him speaking recently about being hungry and being aggressive and attacking and being on offense, like not, as a mindset. I really like that.
It's Kirby
I like that he's
name.
Yeah, I like that he's a GOAT. Before him, we had I want to say Mark Richt, but that's probably wrong. It's been a while. Some pretty boy. My mom was like, "Oh, he's so good looking," and I'm just like, he can't win a fucking game. He can't win a fucking game.
Tim Tebow's running all over our asses, and we can't.
Dude, I have hatred in my heart for Tim Tebow to this day. Woody's like, I want good things for Chris Pratt. I want bad fucking shit to happen to Tim Tebow. I hope his kids have one leg too short.
Get beamed in the baseball minor leagues.
Ram shot over my fucking team for a generation, for all of his career. It's all of his career.
Yeah. Well, Georgia will be good again.
He's got the longest putt in like PGA history or some shit.
Really? Tim Tebow does?
Yeah.
Good for him.
He's pretty good at sports.
It was like 150-foot putt. It was ridiculous. It was a great video.
How do you even putt from that? How big is the green?
It was really big.
Don't you like chip it from 150 feet?
It was sort of a downhill and curvy type thing. It's like it's a really cool video. Tim Tebow, longest putt ever. It's great. The crowd goes wild.
So fucking hard. You can fool yourself into thinking that putting is easy when you're mini golfing, but you don't realize like, oh, it's all 100% flat here. Like at the mini golf place, that's why you can spend all your focus on the fucking windmill. And then you go to a regular putting green and it's like, oh, there's a million. I forgot. This is still the earth. There's a million little like tiny grooves and
sounds like you suck at golf, Taylor. Just aim for the PVC pipe and it guides your ball right to the hole. Duh.
I am. Yeah, that's I'd love to see that, like Tiger doing like a putt golf course, but it's like he chips it like over the windmill past the gorilla statue.
It's a U shape, so he goes sideways. Like,
would you watch that? Would you watch professional mini golf? And it was like really high level courses that were entertaining and stuff.
I don't know that I want an actual league, but I would enjoy watching the pro golfers do a mini golf competition. Formula One does it all the time.
Yeah,
they take the best drivers on the planet and they put them in tiny little one-man boats. They put them in like I don't know, they give them remote controlled cars. They ask them to go kart, stuff like that.
I would definitely watch professional golfers it would have to be like a really, really challenging.
No, you do doubles. It's very challenging, but you do doubles and you have a celebrity paired with a pro. So you have like John Daly, but he's paired with fucking Jack Black. And you have like Tiger Woods, but he's paired with who's a really racist celebrity? James Woods.
I don't know him.
That's okay.
He's from, actually don't know any movies he's in, but he's a cameo in some Family Guy episodes.
That's hard to name a really racist
James Woods
celebrity.
Yeah.
Like James Woods. If they're really racist, they
Anthony Cumia.
They usually get
Anthony Cumia, Tiger Woods. That's the pairing. That's perfect.
Wow, they're both the best in their game.
That would be funny.
That would be a hilarious duo.
I think I would, because they have hacky sack on ESPN. Or what do they call it? Not hacky. I'm sorry. It's the cornhole.
Yeah,
cornhole. Hacky sack. They have cornhole on there. So if you can get people to watch cornhole, I know people would tune in to watch like super mini golf or whatever the fuck it would be. I don't like golf because I don't give a shit. Like as a spectator, I don't fucking care. But I would watch someone do some cool trick shots and bank shots and over windmills and hungry hippos that are coming out after their balls and all sorts
mini
of
golf
shit like that.
Super fun to play though. Like if you're in, there's a chasm of difference between a really crappy mini golf course and a really, really nice one. That because it's also like the scenery, like you're walking through a little wonderland.
I always go if I'm somewhere on like a vacation. I always go. We always did as kids as well. I can remember Myrtle Beach, going and doing the mini golf early in the morning. I always really, really like it. I'm not any good at it. I'm genuinely bad at it. I'm always high when I'm doing it as well. Like it's a really fun activity to do. It's outdoors, obviously, so you can have a vape and you get really stoned out there. So that's usually how we mini golf. And I'm awful at it. I'm just bad at it. I can't.
You don't figure it out by like hole 7 or something, like how hard you should be hitting it.
You know, like the whole 7 has some big uphill thing with flippers on it or something. I mean,
the whole 7's not going to make the club fit me.
Yeah, but the whole thing is like, how hard am I supposed to hit it? And you kind of figure it out over time.
You also have to hit it in the right direction.
I was mini golfing as a kid with our Boy Scout troop, and I drilled one into a kid's ribs. like somehow by some luck of fate or whatever, I connected so well. I hit it as hard as I could, and I hit this kid right in the ribs, and it was audible. It was you could hear it hit him, dropped him like a sack of shit. And I got everybody was so mad at me.
All right, that's a stroke penalty for Kyle.
Dude, that kid's dad was furious. He was
How old
screaming.
Were you?
Young, like under 10, but
okay, but not by a lot.
I don't know, maybe 11. I would say somewhere between 9 and 11, somewhere around there. But it's an old memory. But I remember the fucking sound. And I remember not giving a shit.
I remember playing mini golf when I was probably like 7. So my younger brother was 6. And we were, it was both of us and my mom. And we were at this course. And we were maybe like 3 holes in. Like the day had just begun. And I like hit mine. And like, you kind of, it's not like regular golf. Like you can kind of like walk up to where yours is and like wait for the other person to hit it. And my mom wasn't playing, me, just me and my brother, or maybe she was, I don't remember. And she was standing behind my younger brother and just like waiting for him to like tap it towards the gorilla statue or whatever the fuck it was. And he like he's John Daly, like brought it way up out of nowhere and like knocked one of her front teeth out with the club. And so I just saw him be like, and then my mom like, oh, what the fuck? And then we had to leave because he knocked her tooth out. And I remember like being like, that sucks about her tooth, but we can't finish
up
fucking activity. we can't play through. Can't play through, Mom.
She's like, no. Fuck no.
She's like, no, I just lost my tooth.
No.
It's one of my retarded kids. Yeah,
I swear.
He smacked her in the mouth with that golf
I never
club.
hit my mom like that. That's hardcore.